Hey guys, come hang out with me. I finally got my hands on the new Cal Kestis Legacy Lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to do an in-depth review and share with you guys the 3 things I love about this lightsaber and the 3 things that I really am not a fan of. So come hang out with me, guys. Don't go anywhere. Dang, dude. Hey guys, welcome to Finding the Force. I will be your host, Obi-Dad Kenobi.
Hey, how you doing?
And we cover on this channel all things Star Wars, even if you guys only like lightsabers. I know you do. Which you're in luck today because we're reviewing the Cal Kestis Galaxy's Edge Legacy Lightsaber, which has finally come like months and months after they had this competition where everyone voted and it was the winner, although there were some really cool other sabers they mentioned, like Qui-Gon Jinn, Anakin, the cool like wizard saber from the VR game, and there was a few others. But they promised us the Cal Kestis last fall, and it finally got here like what, early April or something? And we're probably the last ones on the planet to review the Cal Kestis Legacy Lightsaber. We're always late, but worth the wait. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 things I love and 3 things I hate about this lightsaber. Hate's a strong word, so 3 things I'm not crazy about. So let me show you guys my honest first reactions when I open this lightsaber. All right, guys, here we go. The Cal Kestis Galaxy's Edge Legacy Lightsaber. Let's take a look. All right. No way, dude. You guys see this thing? Oh my gosh, this is like a metal burrito, dude, from Chipotle. Chipotle! Dang, dude. I can't cry on camera. Oh my gosh. This cannot be real. And this looks like it would dwarf anyone's hand other than someone like myself over 6 feet tall. This thing looks like a monster saber. Oh, I'm afraid to touch it, man. You guys see this? You guys see this thing? All right. Here we go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna get it over with. Ugh. Oh, God, this looks like a weapon. Something they'd find at the murder scene. That's all bloodied in like CSI Las Vegas. One of my favorite shows ever. I actually have 2 people to thank. We had such a hard time getting our hands on this saber. It's a long story. But one is Sir James, and I'm sure most of you guys have heard him. Super big YouTuber, loves lightsabers. Thank you so much for helping me acquire these. And another good buddy of mine who was trying to help me get them sooner, but Disney totally messed up our order and my box ended up in like Idaho. My buddy Ryan, he has an awesome droid. He's a super talented painter and he loves painting droids from Galaxy's Edge. So here's his Instagram. Check him and Sir James out. Okay, I got the bottom half of the saber on and good grief. You know, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. I always got to take these stickers off. It always kind of makes me sad when I see stickers on sabers and people are like displaying them and stuff, but I can palm a basketball. I got bigger than average hands, so I might make this look normal a little bit, but this is definitely far from normal. They did it. They gave us the Cal Kestis Legacy Lightsaber. Hey, you know where I should begin with this saber? Let me show you. What do I have here but... oh, this replica Cal Kestis lightsaber. And if you guys want to see me compare the prices, the features, and the designs between these two, mash that like button right now. When I get 1,000 likes, I'll compare these two Cal Kestis lightsabers. Oh, snap. Start at the top and work our way down, shall we? All right, so the shrouds up at the emitter. Classic Cal Kestis shrouds. Corners are taken off on the sides. They're strong, they don't feel flimsy or like they're gonna break off anytime soon. We do have some cool details here in the windows. You can see some kind of wires and something like a gear is supposed to go here. But some detail, you know, not bad. It's a legacy lightsaber. Let's see, working our way down, we have a cover tech wheel, which is, I'm glad it's positioned here. I think it would feel really awkward if it were down here near the pommel. Going to be much more comfortable on your hip right here. Okay, guys, you have to check out the store on Etsy if you are going to be wearing the Jedi belts from Galaxy's Edge and like the cover tech wheels. I found this guy, he makes these really cool adapters that go on your Jedi belt, and you put the cover tech wheel inside and it takes all the pressure off of your hip. The belt clip isn't digging into your hip and it's not like bending your belt too bad. It covers the whole Jedi belt and it feels like your sabers are weightless. Seriously, check out this guy's Etsy. Super reasonable price and really good quality products. And so putting this on there, you won't notice how crazy stinking heavy this thing is. Man, this and it's all top heavy too. It doesn't really come as much from the bottom here. Really top heavy. I'm glad the cover tech wheel is here in like kind of the middle of the saber. But definitely one thing I'm gonna have to say I'm not crazy about is the weight. 2.9 pounds, you guys. Can you believe that? Dang, 2.9. And, but I'm pretty sure this has gotta be, it's like a heavy steel. If they went with an aluminum, then it would have been a lot lighter. So one thing I'm not crazy about is that. And working our way down, we have the windows, which are, I'm glad they're painted black. And some of the higher end sabers, these windows will light up. You could have them light up here or have them light up at the pommel cap, like as if the kyber crystal is kind of glowing. You can see inside of it. And we have this nice accent. This is on the saber too. I'm glad they included this larger kind of nubbin. It's a detail. All right, working our way down. These parts actually kind of make this, and they're on both sides, but when I turn this into a staff and you start doing some tricks with it, you're gonna find that these can really chew up your hand. And actually the corners are kind of soft. On my other Cal, my replica Cal, I had to kind of sand off the corners and edges so that they wouldn't chew into my finger and my thumb. But and this is actually really cool. I'm glad they used this as a switch. That's really cool. That's one thing I definitely like about this saber is that there isn't like an added switch. They actually used something that is already a detail on the saber and made that the switch rather than putting a freaking light switch right next to it where you have to flick it on and off. Case in point, super exclusive saber they only sell on the Galactic Star Cruiser. They had this perfect opportunity to use a red button to activate the saber. It would be totally appropriate and epic if they did that. And instead, they put a little light switch next to it. Another saber like the Asajj Ventress has that. Drives me nuts. No need for that. Come on, let's just design it a little better, guys. We can do it. Second thing I really like about this saber is the grip. Feels fantastic. And even down here where it flares out, it's like they molded and sculpted the rubber where it's torn. And you can bend it a little bit and maybe even tear it if you really put some like hate into it. But the grip feels awesome. Feels super sturdy, tough, not flimsy, not like this is gonna rub off, not like it's definitely not cheaply made at all. All right, working our way down the grip, we have the pommel, which, and I get it. I get they wanted to use the same larger crate for like all their sabers. You wouldn't want to have an extra crate, although this could have fit in like the large dark saber cases too, if they didn't want to have used a smaller crate. If they wanted to make it a package deal with a blade and a belt clip, you could have put it in one of the large packaged boxes. But it's cool that, you know, when you screw it on, I thought it would look terrible. Like you would see this obvious separation between the pommel and the upper grip, but you really don't. It's actually, it kind of blends really well, I'm gonna say. And let's look at the detail of the pommel here and the torn, ripped piece. And, you know, I think if you get a little bit of paint, you could kind of pick, maybe this is too many wires, I think, for me. This is just my personal artistic taste. Maybe a few too many wires, and I wish they were like a couple different colors, maybe a red or a blue to mix it up. But the detail in the like hilt coming out is really good. It is really cool. I love the detail here and the chambers and the divots inside, and it looks like I'm interested to turn it on and see how it sounds and how the sound resonates in the pommel. And I can't understand the formula. There's no exact pommel that always sounds great. It's really interesting how some sabers you think will sound good and they don't, and vice versa. And it all has to do with you know, the air compression and, you know, audio dynamics. Maybe I'm making that word up. I don't know. So I love the texturing of the pommel, but not crazy about the like 13 wires. That's one thing I don't like. But you know, it's a small artistic detail. What is this right here? I think Disney put some accent ring underneath. At the very top of the grip right here. But it looks awful. It looks like my son. I love my son. It looks like Lanakin put like permanent marker Sharpie underneath it. It's all like the lines all wobbly and stuff. What, have you guys seen this? This one's even worse. This thing looks hideous. This is a big down on the thumbs down on for my review. I wonder if like a freaking magic eraser might take this off or something, because look at this, guys. This looks terrible. Disney definitely put this there. I was looking at some other models. I had to do a double check here, but this looks like I need to go back over it with some paint and smooth it out. I don't know why they would do that. It would look fine if it were just silver, but ugh. All right, guys, let's check out the sound of these sabers. Here we go. Hey, it's got the unique Cal Kestis Saber sound, man. You guys hear that? Whoa. Cool, all right. I'm taken back to the video game just hearing these sounds. All right, and I've got to check. I want to compare this to the other blue sabers. I can't tell if this blade is a darker color blue compared to the other blue sabers like the Skywalker, Graflex, the Ben Solo. I wonder if this is the same color blue or if it looks maybe a shade darker. A very deep, dark blue. Could be the same, but I'll compare it. Set swing sounds. Woo! You're gonna get a workout with this thing, man. All right, let's listen to some clash sounds. Some like sharp, high-pitched clash sounds. And one thing I noticed is that their last two sabers, like the Rey, Scavenger, Desert Saber, and also the Darth Maul exposed Crystal Saber, those had extra clash effects, which this doesn't have. So I'm not crazy about that. That's kind of a minus point, that they were like, you can't take a step backwards. You gave us the cool extra added clash effects. Don't take them away, man. Not cool. Okay, guys, let's get this out of the way. So Disney is calling this single saber the Cal Kestis lightsaber, but in the Lucasfilm Book of Lightsabers, which we did a review on, it's a really awesome book of super fun facts and new artwork of all the characters. Really neat book. Link up above. And in that book, the Cal Kestis lightsabers is actually a saber staff. But the traditional staff everyone thinks is Cal Kestis's is the one he uses for most of the game. Cal Kestis's master, Jaro Tapal, and guys, forgive me, these Star Wars names get a little crazy. So if I'm mispronouncing it a little bit, give me a break. His saber staff is really this double-ended Cal saber, and that's what he gives to Cal Kestis. So in the Lucasfilm book, the Cal Kestis saber is actually a saber staff that's half shrouded side, is the other half of the saber given to him from Siri Junda in the later half of the game, and when he loses one of his sabers and he connects those. And that's what Lucasfilm is calling the Cal Kestis saber staff. So I guess technically one saber could be Cal's as well, because the Jaro Tapal is really a saber staff of both of them. So leave a comment down below. Which is Cal Kestis' saber? Let me know down in the comments. All right, guys, so now let's turn this bad boy into the saber staff. So we've got the staff connector, and it's looking promising so far. Screwed it in, one and done. And now I'm going to connect the bottom half. And I'm really excited because, as you can see, there is no Allen wrench. I haven't looked yet. We're gonna see if this lines up perfectly. Does it line up, guys? Hey, way to go, Disney. Lined it up perfect. All right. And if you're wondering, any saber staff, I totally recommend using the 26-inch blades, okay? So that is a big win in my book. Disney, thank you for not making me fuss around with Allen wrenches. I love the Darth Maul saber, don't get me wrong. That's actually Landon's favorite saber this week. I ask him funny youngling questions once in a while, and his new favorite saber this week is the Darth Maul. But look at this, guys. Completely perfectly symmetrical, no fussing. Cal Kestis or Gyro-Tapal's Saberstaff, and now my arms are like getting used to holding this heavy thing. You know what, just for fun, I'm gonna weigh this Saberstaff. Let's see how much we got here. Pretty heavy, man. This is gonna build up some arm strength to wield this around, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get my pump on with my saber collection. Yeah. I'm really curious how the vented connector here sounds. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. You guys, this sounds really good. All right. Another big win for Disney is that the vented connector sounds good. Of course it's going to muffle the sound a little bit, but I can hear it fine. I hope you guys can too. Let's try the clash sounds. Hey, double the clash, man. And I'll even give one more compliment to this Cal Kestis saber. Check this out. Take a good look at the connector. It's pretty flush. It's not perfect, but this is about as flush as it gets for putting a connector and having your saber line up perfectly without any tinkering or fiddling. You nailed it. They did the same thing actually, and I didn't maybe emphasize it as much with the Temple Guard sabers, and we did that special edition. I think you can pick them up now at Galaxy's Edge, but there was this box set that was limited. I'll put a link to that video down in the description as well, but they nailed it with that. There was a solid connector, and there was also the connector that it expanded and closed together like in the Clone Wars. So they nailed the ability to design the sabers and the connector to connect perfectly where you'd want them. All right, guys, so now that I'm holding the staff and I'm kind of swinging it around a little bit, I think there is a somewhat of a chance that you might bump the activation switch when you're doing some cool moves. So, something, it's a small chance. I think it's kind of small. You want to keep your hand in the middle where it's centered. And you guys, sounds great. But definitely, I think I have more pros and cons about this saber and Saberstaff. This makes 3 for Galaxy's Edge, the Temple Guard, the Darth Maul, and actually 4, because the third one is the Darth Maul Shadow connected to the Darth Maul. So this is like the 4th Saberstaff you can get from Galaxy's Edge. But like I said again, smash that like button and let me compare this Cal Kestis to like a replica high-end saber, and let's compare the features that you would get for spending how much more money, All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure of checking out the newest Cal Kestis Saberstaff at Galaxy's Edge. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate a subscription. If you hit the subscribe button, it really helps out our channel. I would appreciate it, and thank you for watching to the end of the video. That tells YouTube that we make awesome videos and really fun content, so I appreciate that a lot. You guys make sure to take care and have an awesome Star Wars day. All right, see you next time, guys. Yeah.